It is Compass FM. Joining me on the phone from, I'm not too sure, the executive mansion of the Hurunui Mayor, Marie Black. Good morning, Marie. How are you?
Very well, Kerry. Good morning to you.
I've actually interviewed Destiny's Child. Who's the most famous person that you've actually had anything to do with?
Oh, gee whiz. Actually, there's some famous people that may be not internationally famous, but we've got some pretty amazing people around here, and I've been fortunate to work with a group of women, and we run an annual session for women called Refill Your Cup. And at this point, Dr. Lucy Hone probably comes to mind because she came and spoke to us about 2 years ago, and her messages are really inspiring and actually very worthwhile to have a wee look at the moment. So just sitting at the moment would be Dr. Lucy Hone.
Well, that's wonderful. Absolutely. Let's not so much
keep it local.
Yeah, exactly. Not so much the famous people around here, but the workers, the essential workers in the Hurunui District Council area. How are they holding up with what's been expected of them over these last couple of weeks?
Look, I haven't had contact with everybody. We really are working under a different regime. I've had phone contact and Zoom contact with some of the workers, but I am so grateful for their commitment because they continue to provide our essential services, and it's just so important for us at this stage, you know. So I know that they are being well supported by our management team, but from a council perspective, I'm very grateful for their time, their energy and their commitment to our district. So, and we've had it set up for a wee while actually, that there are transferable skills within the workforce, so particularly around that essential service workforce. So that will be well established and part of our recovery, I guess, and where we're seeing ourselves at the moment.
I was going to ask you about, after all of this is over, we're halfway through the lockdown now, and with the numbers, I was just saying just before, with the numbers going in the right direction, the recovered cases actually outweighed the confirmed cases yesterday, so that's great news. At the end of all of this, what the learnings that we're going to learn from these last couple of weeks surely are going to hold us in good stead moving forward as far as council and radio stations concerned.
Certainly. Look, I'm really heartened by those national statistics, but I guess it brings back the message that we don't want to drop the ball now. We do need to continue on the strategy to stay home, particularly over Easter. There is a little bit of, it seems unnatural for us to be apart from our extended families, but we do need to hold firm to that position to continue to turn that curve, don't we?
Absolutely.
And we've all got responsibilities around that.
In saying that, there are talks about the police being very, very vigilant and possibly even putting up roadblocks outside some holiday destinations, a lot of holiday homes in the Hanma Springs area. Is that something that you've discussed as a council, or have you had any indication on that from the New Zealand Police?
Look, I haven't had any information directly from the New Zealand Police around that. I have heard some ad hoc reports, but to balance that, I do understand there is some legitimate use as well. So it's really important that we actually get the correct information from the correct source in regard to this. But we all need to be vigilant at this time and do the right thing.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Marie, for coming to the phone and having a chat to us here on Compass FM.
Can I just say two things? The learnings for me is keeping it local is really important. How important it is for us to have our North Canterbury News or our local newspapers to keep us connected, but also Compass FM, because, you know, we've got some really trusted sources to convey messaging, and they are some of the things for me that have highlighted through this process of that keeping it local message and being neighbourly.
And being kind. And I'm very, very grateful for you saying that because, you know, look, we've all faced our challenges over the last couple of weeks. We had a wee bit of an issue with a transmitter that would have affected your home. Yeah. We're on top of that one at the moment. It is vital. Localness it's all about just keeping everyone informed, keeping everyone entertained, put a smile on people's faces. But certainly if the news needs to be put out there, we have got I think that our relationship relationships with the various councils, including Kaikoura and Waimakariri, have strengthened over these last couple of weeks, and long may that continue. Thank you so much for coming on Compass FM, Murray. We do appreciate it. We'll do it again next Wednesday, Marie Black, Mayor of the Hurunui. Thanks so much.
Take care, everybody. Goodbye.
Excellent stuff.